We're 60 seconds from your shot collar question of the day. It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning. And a random musician named Cameron Ferguson was playing songs on Twitch the other day. Before we get to the rest of the story,
Okay.
let's just sit back and listen to Cameron for a little bit.
Okay.
Begging, darling, please stay low. Darling, won't you ease my worry now?
All right, that's enough. Thanks, Cameron.
I like his voice.
I mean, I'd sit back and listen to that.
Yeah,
That's on
Pretty
Twitch. That's
good,
very-
right?
Yeah.
Anyway, while he was doing his thing on Twitch, literally no one was watching.
All right. Well, you know what?
Zero.
0 viewers.
Oh, no.
for
as
you,
he was
buddy.
playing until one guy who was big into the cryptocurrency world noticed him. He thought he was good, and he jumped onto his other social media accounts to tell other people to come watch Cameron.
Oh,
Okay.
that's really nice. That helps
my
so
gosh.
much.
Yeah.
Streamers need shares and shout outs
Yeah.
like crazy.
So in 5 hours, Cameron kept playing because more and more people started joining the room.
Wait, he's playing for 5 hours? He hasn't run out of covers by this point? How many times
no one
can you
heard
play?
the first half. Yeah.
He
How
just
can
kept
you play Layla?
He just played it like 20, 30 times in a row. I'm sure.
Okay.
And by the end of it, they'd tipped him over $85,000.
Whoa.
The thing is, Cameron didn't realize he was getting tipped until the performance was done.
Wait, has he never been on Twitch before or something?
Here's his reaction when he finally saw the money in his account.
This is all coming from you guys? Like, I have to apologize. I have no idea what's going on.
Oh, bro. He's definitely new to Twitch. I
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
so
doesn't know the stars or whatever you can send.
Noob.
In the tips.
$85,000 he got tipped during his performance. So
Wow.
congratulations to Cameron.
How is he not like
awesome.
crying? Except for, sorry guys, I'm just a little. Oh, this is interesting.
He's probably a rich engineer that works at like Amazon already and is making 6 figures.
Yeah. Is this my paycheck?
Yeah.
Like, this is from you guys.
Oh, it's a tip. Oh, that's sweet. That's what I left a waitress the other day.
I'm really happy for him, but do you guys feel like radio should have a feature where listeners can leave a tip
I
while they're
wish.
listening?
You
Just
know-
push a button and then $5 comes our way?
I
would
would
think.
that.
I'm
I
very
mean,
jealous of streamers. It's hard to get into, but the huge
You
ones
guys-
make all this money to play video games.
we're
and play
doing it-
music.
We're doing it old school, okay?
Yeah, we are old school.
Yeah,
free.
we're the respectable form of
Yeah.
entertainment. Now let's put on a shock collar and shock each other for the shock collar question of the day. We have a bucket full of names. We're going to draw one out, see who gets asked a trivia question. If you answer incorrectly, the punishment is to be shocked while singing a song. So text into 78592. Tell us what you'd like to hear. Alexis is drawing a name out because she had the shock collar last. Who'd you get, Alexis?
Jose Butterbean Bolaños.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
All right.
cute.
Jose's putting on the shock collar. While that happens, Digital Jake, please read us a shock collar question of the day.
You may have heard the phrase throwing in the towel. It's actually a boxing reference that originated all the way back in the 1910s, when a fighter's corner believed their person had enough and shouldn't continue a fight, so they threw in an actual towel to signify surrender.
yeah.
But before the phrase became popular, boxing cornermen used to throw a different item into the ring to surrender. Before the 1910s, Jose, what would they throw?
Just their loose teeth that have fallen out.
Yeah.
I'm imagining the little bench they stand on.
Yeah.
They just throw
Little
it.
tiny.
Leave them alone.
Yeah, that's interesting. What would a boxing coach have at his disposal?
Right. I
He
mean,
doesn't
the
have
towel-
much.
The towel makes sense because they've been using it to,
Wipe them off.
Yeah,
and
right.
Cool them down. Well, that's the thing. Okay, so what do they have? They have buckets for water, so they can put like sponges in, and they can sponge them in between rounds.
but that'd
for
be such a
cuts.
mess to throw a
Just
whole
pour
bucket
water.
of water.
Yeah, bloody water even. too.
Yeah.
That would stop the fight, though, instantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't fight on that.
Everybody back early before the 1910s, everybody smoked cigarettes. So maybe he just tossed his cigarette into the ring and was
Or-
like, we're done.
Cigars, I feel like,
cigar,
would be,
yeah.
a real boxing
Or the
type of
boxer
situation.
himself put his cigarette out.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
Yeah. Something that everyone had in the 1910s is a hat.
Oh, now
Oh,
we're
little
talking.
bowler hat.
Everyone had a hat.
Yeah, like those news reporter hats, though.
Or those
Yeah.
bowls.
Let's get the question one more time.
Pretty good.
Throwing in the towel is actually a boxing reference that originated all the way back in the 1910s, when a fighter's corner believed their person had enough and shouldn't continue, so they actually threw in a towel on the mat to signal to everyone that it was enough. But before the phrase became popular, boxing cornermen used to throw a different item into the ring to surrender. What would they throw?
I'm trying to think about, were mouth guards invented yet?
I
don't know
doubt
if they
it.
had mouth
No.
guards, huh?
There's like big wooden pieces that make the whole situation worse.
Well, because
Ow.
now in a boxing match, if the mouth guard falls out, they stop the fight and they let the fighter
They didn't
put
care
it
about
back.
safety back then.
That's true. I mean, they're literally beating each other
I feel
up.
like there was a lot of animals roaming around. Maybe there's a chicken they grabbed and
What?
just threw it. I don't know.
Now it's a chicken fight.
But don't you
Both
picture it,
corners
like-
throw chickens in
No,
the
I don't
ring.
picture that.
They're like standing out in the middle of a street with a boxing ring. I don't know. Okay, something else they had a lot of back then: newspapers. There was newspapers everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
He was just reading the newspaper while he's watching the match go on.
Just saying. When I'm closing my eyes and picturing a 1910 boxing match, I see people with cigars, with hats, and newspapers in hand.
What
for some
about-
reason.
Yeah,
What about
no,
whiskey?
I agree. Just drop,
I don't
like,
think
throw
I
it
don't
in
think
the-
that you would waste your whiskey.
Yeah, why would you throw that?
It gets everybody's attention. The smell. Everyone would be like, "Oh no, not the wasted whiskey!
Wasted a Manhattan.
Everyone
Call
would
the
scream.
fight off!"
They'd scream "party foul" and
Yeah.
make you chug.
Oh, yeah.
He has alcohol. It's prohibition.
All right, what do you think, Jose? We have cigarette, bucket of water, bowler hat.
I'd say they threw a hat into the ring. Jake,
All right.
Final answer.
In the early 1900s, boxing cornermen would use towels as a signal to surrender by throwing them into the ring, but they were also used to wipe off sweat from the fighters. Prior to that, a cotton shortage made having a good quality boxing towel a luxury, so coaches and trainers had to find other ways to keep their fighters dry. Rather than throwing in a towel to give up, they would toss in a different, cheaper item used to wipe sweat and keep their fighters cool. Hence the prior term, throw in the sponge.
Oh, I was
You
thinking
were
about
right.
them
You had
sponging-
said that.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
sponge them in between rounds.
And besides, throwing your hat into the ring means that you want to join something.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
I'm gonna throw my hat in.
Wait
a
We didn't
minute.
think about that. Yeah.
I didn't even think. Then the coach comes in. All right, let me at him.
All right, well, we really screwed that one up. So
Yeah.
you're going to get shocked, and somebody wants to hear you sing "Eye of the Tiger" by Survivor.
Ooh. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rival. Ow!
The show is over, but you can hear it all again in podcast form. Just go to Spotify, search Brooke and Jeffrey.